ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another great season of Minnesota State University Mankato Esports. My name is Hamlack, the man who's always got your back, and you guys already know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today. It is Monday night, starting off the season with Rocket League. I believe if I have my notes correct, it is going to be Team Gold to start us off the evening against University of Mary Washington chat room. So I hope you guys are ready. You guys are locked in because the game starts at 6 o'clock here tonight. Boy, oh boy, it's so good to be back in the studio. Once again, we are here. Everything is beautiful. Everything is awesome. We got the homies back there. Shout out to production. They're back there. Yo, give the production cam. I know it's up there somewhere. I know those guys are out there having a grand old time. And you guys in chat who have just now tuned in, welcome, welcome. I know I've missed this. There's nobody here with me, sadly, right now. Moon will be here eventually. Oh, my God, he's right here. Moon! Moon! Holy moly, chat room, he's here. He's alive. And, well, you know what? Why don't you tell the people who you are?
Well, I am Moon. You might have seen me around on the Discord. Played Flex support for Overwatch team last semester. And, yeah, I mean, having fun doing some casting for Rocket League today. Fill me in on who we're playing.
So it is going to be Team Gold first here, Moon. It is up against University Mary Washington. And by the looks of it, our Gold squad, you know, they've been looking as clean as ever. They've been playing a lot during the offseason, and they've been making their ways, making tides, making waves throughout the offseason. And we are back, ready to get back into it for the I call the winter-spring semester.
Right. Yeah, I mean, in a way, the esports kind of settles into a year of where it starts the year out in the fall and then finishes out in the spring, right?
That's right.
Kind of backwards, right? 2 separate years technically. But yeah, I mean, there were a lot of roster changes between a lot of the different teams. Rocket League seemed to be pretty similar, although Gold, I think, is kind of mixed around a bit.
A little bit, by the looks of it. I know we still have Kiwi. Kiwi is still around in terms for Team Purple, I believe.
Yeah, Kiwi's still here. He hasn't gone anywhere just yet.
That boy still got 2 more years, if I remember right. I think.
Not 100% sure.
I could be wrong.
Be a better question for him.
That's right. Next time we see Kiwi, we'll ask him. But I know Kiwi's here to stay for another at least another year. But Moon, you're still here as well. But I saw the roster change. You're not on the Overwatch team.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break from for a semester. Grades have not been the greatest, so
you know what?
Taking a semester to kind of get things set. But ideally, I'll be back in the fall. But either way, I'll still be around here to do some casting because, I mean, casting's fun.
Casting's great, man. I mean, we get to not just enjoy the video games, we get to be with our friends as well. We get to watch our friends play up against some really talented players too. University of Mary Washington for Rocket League. We've been, I've been trying to keep up with how things have been going just during the off season. Keeping my notes high. And University of Mary Washington have been, a couple of roster changes here and there, but they're still looking strong. But looking at Team Gold, we also have some roster changes as well.
That's true. So we'll see how that plays out. And I don't know if you mentioned this, but this is our first game of the semester, right?
Yeah.
So we'll hopefully get this kicked off with a bang. 2 games today.
Right.
Because Purple is right after. Who are they playing?
By the looks of it, Purple team is playing Hill College later on after this series. So you guys better lock in because there's going to be more games underway. So we're going to go to a short break really quick as we get the lobby set, get the lobby ready. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as we will finally hit the field with MNSU versus, sorry, what was
It is
Hill
University. I got the
Wait,
team right
the
here.
team names are wrong.
University Mary Washington.
All right, University of Mary Washington, which I think the lobby name is actually wrong because it was showing Hill. But either way, should be getting started here for MSU, trying to see what they will, how they'll kick off the semester, I guess.
Right. I mean, it's the opening kickoff of the season, so hopefully things get turned up to 11 here on to the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta love the Rocket League puns, right?
It's true. I mean,
best way to start.
You can't go wrong with it. You know, it's essentially just car soccer, but a little bit more engaging.
A little bit faster too.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you got 5 minutes to play. You know, you got rocket jets on your car, on your actual car.
Yeah, the cars might go over like 100 miles an hour or something. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like an actual speed that they have. I don't remember. Like, it's actually an insane speed. I don't remember what it is.
Right. I remember watching a couple videos over the winter break, where people have clocked in their fastest goal as over 112 miles an hour.
Interesting. It supposedly is only 51 miles an hour. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know if either way, I guess that makes sense. Not a very big field, but either way, we are getting started here, trying to see if they can find this attack, trying to make a way, try to find the ball, and get this to the back of the net. We'll see as BMS is going to be up for it. Solus is there to contest, but it's still up in the air, kind of just juggling around, seeing who's going to catch this. BMS takes it on the ground, sends it in the corner. Going to be ready for someone to follow up on. Buster James looks for a shot off the backboard, and it's going to be sent down to the field of MNSU.
You're right, Buster with a beautiful demo to clear out the middle zone, the neutral zone, I like to call it. But it is Shadow Kami here holding it through for the defense. But the OG Don, as Buster's getting a little physical this game. That's already 2 demos already in the first minute.
I didn't even see the first one, but yeah, I mean, demos are part of this game. I'm expecting to see a lot of them. It's one of those mechanics where you just have to take use of it, and sometimes it can really open up opportunities to find the back of the net, right? Like, taking away that defender in any given moment is just so important, as BMS is going to be looking to try to find a shot. The OG Don is there to block, but it's going to be Buster James defending off this play. But again, set it in the corner, might be going towards the goal. BMS is able to get the clear.
A great clear out to the neutral zone. Shadow Kami looking to get a great alley-oop into it, but Busta, I know my man is out there. He's been looking clean this entire set so far, as we are only about halfway into the first game, as we see from University Mary Washington really putting on the offense. But Buster looking for a chance. The OG Don with a great save there. Draco tries to put it down into the corner as we see a triple commit as they find their way deep into Mary Washington's zone. They got to make it clear. They got to make the offense happen and the counterattack for Mary Washington right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to clear this out, but it is still in the zone of Washington. But finally, it's going to be cleared towards MNSU's side. Buster James is able to clear it away. It might be a good opportunity for Draco. He can find this to a good pass to his teammate off the backboard. Not exactly the best touch he wants off of it, but Buster James is there, beats the defender, and we're up 1-0.
Oh my gosh, I mean, you saw it there out of Draco, right? A very small touch, and Buster is right there. The perfect timing and some good communications from MNSU goal to beat the defender in terms of pace-wise. You saw Buster was on full boost, going supersonic, if you will. He being one of the legends of the goal team, who we might see later on, potentially after this season, might move up into team purple.
Yeah, I mean, part of these second teams is really just a feeder to the main one, right? It's really where you're allowed to kind of develop your skills in this environment, and they're definitely pretty competitive, to say the least. An amazing save for Buster James, as the attack of Mary Washington is quite strong, but it's going to be MNSU back on the offense, but Solus is going to clear it away. Going to be a little bit of a block from Draco to clear towards the side. Sends it to his teammate, looking to clear this away. Is not exactly the touch that he wants, but Buster James trying to carry this. is going to be beaten out, so it's going to be still in the middle of the field. Gets a demo. Oh, that's not the demo that we want, but it doesn't matter. BMS is their defenders not able to make contact.
It was
2-0.
not the demo we wanted, but the demo we needed. BMS kind of honestly creating kind of a different kinds of pressure while we saw Shadow Kami go for the demo out of position, forcing the goal. It is now 2-0 on the side of Maverick Esports right now.
Yeah, I mean, part of that is, I mean, a little bit of mistake on the defender's side, right? You had 2 defenders there, and, you know, things happen. You just make a mistake, screw up the boost a little bit, who knows. So many things can happen, and it's a matter of seconds, but we might, and almost another goal there as Buster James almost bumped his teammate away. That's, again, one of those mistakes that could really hit hard for either team. A little bit of a little bit of just a self-inflicted injury to an extent. So we'll see how this plays out. BMS trying to clear this away. Still a good attack from Mary Washington, but they are going to be able to clear it back into the corner. Solis trying to clear this.
Which can happen, right? You were about a minute left into game number 1. Draco has some good commanding control over the ball, tries to push it in the corner, waiting for his team, and he looks to solo go for it. But Shadow Kami and the OG Don getting physical with Draco as BMS is there, waiting for him. Sitting into the neutral zone, Buster James with a beautiful chip shot, tries to find it, nobody home Draco, but he does have the touch, and Buster James with the assist of Draco, putting it into the net. What a beautiful sequence for Maverick Esports.
I mean, we mentioned earlier about the demos in the goal. That's literally textbook right there. I mean, you get the demo on the defender. It's an empty net, and it's up to your shot to land. And if it does, it does. Doesn't, you miss. Move on to the next play. But we got the next kickoff here. Buster James is up for it. Going to be contested by Solis. Gets it past off the backboard. Gets another touch, but no teammate in sight, as it's just not in the right spot to follow up on. But it doesn't matter. Draco hits it off the crossbar, and he's going to send it in, as maybe a little bit of a miscommunication from Mary Washington. Felt like they didn't have someone to rotate around to clear that, but 4-0.
4-0 game 1. I mean, that's kind of a heartbreaker if you ask me, really. If you're the side of Mary Washington, that's a tough pill to swallow. And coming back from that in game 1, that's a tilter right out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's Maverick Esports here, really, with all pistons firing. And we'll see how they'll follow through on this. I mean, it's still a series. Anything can happen game 1, anything can happen game 2. But it's going to be closing out here in the last 10 seconds as Maverick Esports looking to confirm a maybe 0 goal. Oh, looks like they should be able to. Might put one more into the back of the net. Can they try it? Still up. Has not touched the ground yet, and there it goes. And Maverick Esports pick up game 1.
Game 1 in kind of a convincing fashion there too, there Moon. 4-0, quick and easy with it. I mean, we see it here looking at it. The names are a little weird, the names are a little wonky, but that's totally fine as we go deeper into this series. I mean, it's 1-0 right now. Literally anything can change.
Yeah, I mean, part of the things with competition is, right, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to lose games, and really what matters more is how you're going to respond to that, right?
Yeah.
So it's up to Mary Washington. The hand is, I mean, the cards are in MNSU's hand, right?
Yep.
You got one up. That's really good to start a series off, but again, it's still a series.
Yeah.
You got to continue that momentum.
You got to continue to drive forward, no pun intended, through the series there, chat room. As we get ready for game number 2, we're going to take a short break, get ourselves re-energized, maybe get a little bit of hydration, if you will. We'll be right back.
Back game 2, here we go. And it is going to be MNSU on this attack here. Solis trying to clear this out. Looks like he will be able to carry it away. Buster James is going to try to contest it, isn't able to do so. But it's going to be BMS there to counter this and send it back towards the side. but it's just going to be bounced back and forth, trying to see if anything's going to happen. Buster James centers it. Is it Draco in the follow-up? Not able to beat out the defender on it, but BMS able to clear it. That's looking good for the goal. BMS off the backboard. Can he get a follow-up touch? Buster James finds it, just barely making it through. And Maverick Esports put one on the board.
I mean, we really like that. Honestly, BMS going for a solo play, kind of get a little bit of, a little bit of a showmanship from him. But Buster James there on the back end, we saw, we see it. We saw the first half, the front nine, I like to call it, from BMS, and then the back half of the course goes directly to Buster James. And another beautiful save yet again, and he's getting physical with it.
That's another demo. And that was an interesting little, almost 3 kickoffs there. Kind of stayed in the midfield for a good amount. Always fun to see, but it might be an empty net here. Goal as, it gets off the crossbar. Ah! The touch, no way. Just barely hits the crossbar in the wrong angle, and MNSU is just a little bit lucky, to say the least, as they're back on the attack. But it's going to be Mary Washington trying to clear this away, but Shadow does not have the boost to try to clear this. And it's going to be Draco trying to take this shot. BMS trying to screw around with Solus here, trying to get that defender just not in his groove where he wants to be. BMS up to clear this away.
I mean, he's able to find the match there on the ball. Solus clean with it to try and find it. Buster clears it away, but another counterattack by Mary Washington. Buster, look at the pace. Look at him. Wow. Shadow Kami gets a great save. Buster with the demo. He still has it. Shadow Kami has the chance for the solo attack. BMS, the defender there, able to clear it away.
Yeah, I mean, it was another demo on the board here as Buster James is going to be trying to clear this away. It's going to be contested by Shadow, though, so it's still on the side of MNSU. And the shot goes above, and that will be a goal here for Shadow Kami as just barely gets it over the defender, which I think was it, I couldn't tell, was that Buster or BMS? That was BMS.
Yeah, BMS.
Just barely.
Just a hair off, but that's all right. Mary Washington with their first goal of the series, and honestly, it looked pretty clean from what I saw. A bit of a misplay there from BMS, but that's totally fine. We see it happen all the time, especially within the league. It's okay. Buster with a soft touch tries to center the ball, but nobody was home.
Yeah, I mean, it was an honest goal, so you just kind of got to tip your hat to the opponent here. Buster James is going to be the one to defend this shot on goal. Doesn't get the touch he wants off the backboard. No, Solus is going to find an opportunity to hit the back of the net. And we got Mary Washington taking the lead in game 2.
Very interesting adaptations from Mary Washington here. Really kind of choosing their pace with the ball here, Boone. And that's the tough part. If you find a team that loves to play at a certain kind of pace, it's hard to beat that kind of rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, it is almost a game of rhythms here. And another shot on goal. Draco is there for the save, just a bit close. And man, MNSU really just needs to find a way to clear this away. BMS is going to be able to do so, sends it in the corner. Trying to see who's going to follow up on this one next. Buster James gets it past a defender, but again, the next one is there for the block.
Right, and it comes down to the who is the man on third or third man. I really like when I'm casting for Rocket League, it gets so close. The OG Don Shadow Kami the back end, but Draco finds the save, clears it away. The OG Don tries to center, but BMS is there to clear it out, and here comes the counterattack from Maverick Esports.
Ooh, few mistakes there already as the ball just kind of dribbles back towards Mary Washington's side. That's going to be Draco who gets demoed. This might be a good opportunity for them to find another goal and extend their lead, but they aren't going to be able to do so just yet. May have spoke too soon off the backboard, but BMS is able to clear for now. Trying to get this past, gets it past one. It's going to be Buster James. It gets it past the other. OG is not in the best spot to deal with this, but he is going to be able to find a recovery and keep it on MNSU's side. Shadow's up for it. Trying to clear this away. Buster James is going to be the one to clear it. It is centered. Could be anyone's ball here.
Right, the ball way up high in the sky. Buster with a good center. BMS, an accidental double commit. Here comes Drake with that third man in the back. Does have a chance, but BMS here with some good rotations. Tries to beat Solus, and that's an empty net there for Maverick. Gold. Nobody home. Buster James with a good clear out to the left side into the neutral zone. Buster is there to keep things clear and away. Looking for a triple touch there for Maverick Gold. Very interesting play. It's kind of risky.
Ooh, Buster.
Put it all away.
Oh, not able to do so. He's going to demo Shadow, though. It could be a good... Oh, nice pinch off the corner, actually. Up to Buster. He's going to be back on the wall again. Buster gets a little bit of double touch. Gets it back. That could be in a decent spot if they can find a connection. Draco finds the angle on it and hits it to the top left corner as we're back to a tie game.
Oh, that's one of those nerdy angles that I like to call. Like, dude, look at the angle on that.
It didn't even look like that was an angle that he could have gone for, but, you know, I will say the perspective that we get as casters doesn't exactly show the full picture.
That's true.
In that, so it can be hard to track. But either way, here we go, 15 seconds, and it's Buster James up on this. Very good placement. Gonna be sent in the corner. It's gonna be BMS. Does counter the clear on this. Buster James is gonna be the next one to touch. Keeps it up in the air. Sent to Draco. Up in the air still, into the corner. Trying to see if this will hit the ground or not, if we're gonna keep extending. And it will hit the ground. Overtime, here we go.
Overtime here in game number 2. Extended time for you, chat. The timer is unlimited until we get our next goal. The OG Don getting a little physical with Draco with another boom. It has been blood for blood here in this series here, Moon. Both of these teams just kind of looking for the kill shot, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just a matter of finding an opportunity. Speaking of, someone gets a demo, but it's going to be a shot on goal that's blocked. It is still in the side of Mary Washington, and BMS is up on the corner here. Could be sending back towards his teammate, but just a bit too far. And it's going to be Solus, who does not actually get a touch on that. It's going to be Shadow, who's trying to clear this away. It's going to be a really good attack here, but it might be a triple commit if Mankato can try to find a way to get this into the back of the net. Center Buster James,
Whoa!
It doesn't matter.
Whoa,
but Shadow's there
God!
to save. A little bit of a screw up on the touches from Maverick Esports, but it's going to be up in the air still in the corner. Trying to find anything on it. OG does get a demo. Buster James is up for it, but it's just kind of in midfield.
Pushes it up and over. Draco is there to have a chance. The ball is centered. The OG Don hitting it away. And there's BMS with a shot. The OG Don has it with a touch. Buster James has it in there, but nobody home. The ball does not cross the line, Moon.
That's just an amazing save. I mean, the attack is not over yet. It's going to be BMS sending it back towards the corner. Could be trying to go up for this one, but OG Don is there to block. But it's going to be centered towards Buster. Sends it to the other corner. BMS is probably up for this. Does beat out both defenders. On the backboard, it's kind of centered, but just not the angle you want from that. Buster James sends it to the side. Draco's going to take a shot off the backboard. Gets a follow-up shot, but it's just a bit wide.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh my God.
This is solid Rocket League right now. This is fundamental.
And this is just the start of the season.
Oh my God. This is what you want to see. This is exactly what you see. It's the only place you can find in here is Maverick Esports between these guys and how they're able to play. That's a triple commit. Buster is there with the save. He has it. Clears it off to the right side, back into the neutral zone, but the net is open. Not like this, off the sidebar.
BMS is there to save, but it's going to be Draco who finally gets a clear out, sends it to Buster, and it is towards the side of Mary Washington, but Shadow is going to send it right back off the backboard. He's up for this one, off the backboard again. Does he have a teammate to follow up on this? No, he does not. Draco sends it away, but it's going to be blocked again for BMS as it's just shot after shot with amazing defense from both teams right now, and it's still just, it's so hard to figure out who's really going to find an opening here. Is OG Don's going to send it to Shadow. Very good touch. Buster's there for the save. Okay, it's a bit wide.
A little wide, but that's okay. Maverick Esports does have a chance, but Mary Washington continues with the pressure. It's almost unstoppable. The ball has a chance of going in the net. Buster James with another great save. He has those there. Shadow Kami sends an empty net. Solus does have a chance. He is able to clear it away to the left side. BMS has a chance as Draco continues the pressure. Shadow Kami with a great touch here to the neutral zone, pushing it over to Maverick Esports side. BMS has it past to Buster. Moon, this could go anyway.
It's still up in the air, a little bit centered. Solus is going for this, but not exactly the best communication from his team there, I think. It's going to be Buster James sending it up, and it's going to be up to Shadow to block it. It gets over him.
Oh
BMS! A pass from Buster to BMS. Just barely getting it around the defenders, and that is exactly the kind of opening you need to create here in Rocket League. Maverick Esports take game 2.
Game 2 with a 3-minute overtime, Moon. Dude, I'm shaking. I kind of got goosebumps a little bit. That was.
I'm right there with you.
Wow. I mean, you look at the stats here, right? 3 shots for Buster, 7 shots for BMS, 5 for Shadow Kami, looking at the statistics here, and 4, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2 for saves. Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, just in that last stint of overtime, it just felt like half the saves and the shots were in that 3 minutes. Where was that in the first 5 minutes of the game, right?
Right.
This is the kind of stuff that you never know what's going to happen. But Maverick Esports taking a solid 2-0 lead.
Whew. My heart, man. My heart. That
right
was
there
too
with
much.
That was.
That was too much. You guys really here for that? You guys like what you're seeing right now? Please put some ones in the chat. I know you guys are out there. I know you guys are having a great time out there in chat city. If you guys have been enjoying the matches so far, please leave a follow.
Yep.
Here at Maverick Esports. Esports, MNSU, MNSU Esports, whatever the tagline is. I forget. It's been a whole semester. I forget.
We'll remember it again at some point. But yeah, check out all of our socials as well as join the Discord. I mean, we have a lot of changes in the Discord. A lot of updates been pushed through, as well as a lot of clubs for the other teams, or for all of the titles really are trying to develop clubs. So check out the community, try to see where we go. But we are on to Game 3 as Maverick Esports already on the attack, trying to find this one to the back of the net. BMS with a very aggressive play is not able to make any confirmation on that one. But James sends it back to Draco here, sends it to the corner, and try to give it to his teammate. But BMS is going to be trying to defend this, keep this one in the zone. Goes up the side, beats out Solus on it, but not the touch he wants on it. Buster James there. Gonna connect onto this one. Shadow sends it in Maverick Esports. Not exactly a bump that he wants, as Solus is gonna be the one to carry it. BMS does get the touch, does get demoed for it.
Right, I mean, you follow up with the amount of explosiveness that we saw in Game 2, and look at the amount of energy, the amount of aggression that we're seeing already in Game number 3. A great touch, and that was a great play by Maverick Esports, a beautiful team communication play. But, I mean, we got to give him credit where credit is due, and the flowers have bloomed here for Mary Washington as the petals and the lilies continue to grow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just good touches from each side, very good saves, very good shots, and just no opportunity has been made just yet off the corner, and it's still kind of just bouncing around. OG tries to take it, but BMS is going to be sending it back. Could be looking for a backboard shot. He's going to send it right in, and finds that opportunity, finds a little bit of an opening, and takes it. Takes us to 1-0 lead.
I mean, he took that check, signed it to the bank, and he cashed it in that same day. You know, you get your money where, you know, if it's your money, you need it now. And if he made the solo play all by himself, really little chip in action, a little bit of two-touch action, cleaned it up. That was it.
Yeah, and already it's going to be Mary Washington trying to find a way to get this ball to the back of the net here. Isn't able to do anything on this attack. Solus not exactly hitting the ball the way he wants to. OG Don's going to be trying to clear this away. It's going to be Shadow who does finally get it back. Nope. BMS is there, but Shadow gets a nice touch, so it's sent back to Solus. Going to be up and centered. Solus maybe takes it, but no. Buster is there to clear it away.
One thing I'm really seeing out of Draco, and Draco specifically, he's been loving to hit the ball with the undercarriage of his guitar. It's a solid, flat surface, and Shadow Kami taking the words out of my mouth, cleaning up the goal with his own shot with the right side, cleaning it up. Buster was there, but sadly, not there in time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the angle just means it's really rough, and just a slight misinput of any of the controls can really mean that you're just going to miss that save completely. But good attempt for Buster James, but it is finding the back of the net. Back to tie game here. Buster James sitting it to Draco. He's going to try to take this away. Gets it around one. Gets it around a second. Solus is there, though, and will kind of kick it up to the center of midfield, trying to send it to his team. It's a little bit of a nice pitch off the wall, but his teammate can kind of double commit for it. So we'll see how Maverick Esports is going to take on this attack. Shadow coming, trying to clear this away. Does not beat Draco, and it's going to be sent back towards the corner. Buster James is there for it. He'll be trying to center this for his teammate. Gets a nice touch, but it's going to be Shadow who goes up for it first. Draco
was there looking for something as it is sitting in the neutral zone. The OG Don, keeping it clear, keeping it easy. Buster James has a chance to make a play all of his own, but Shadow Kami beat that third man, and that's one thing that I'm going to continue to talk about. I'm going to continue to yap about it. The third man is the X factor when it comes to games like this.
I mean, it's realistically a team sport, right? You got to have that first person make that contest, the second person needs to make it, because half the time when you're taking the ball upfield, you got two options. You got left or right. Anywhere in between is a little bit less so, but if you can block left, then you got to have a teammate that blocks right, and that's just how that works sometimes. And missing that third man is those opportunities that teams find to find the back of the net or create another opportunity where, yeah, I mean, that's going to be the main difference and deciding factor on who's going to win or lose this game.
Right, that third man, I'm going to give it to Shadow Tommy here for the side of Mary Washington. The OG Don kind of sitting in goal. Does have a chance, and ball comes up off the backboard. BMS is there, but nobody quite home. Draco does have a chance, but no touch. Preston cleared off the right side there. Buster James, great assist. Does have a chance for a double touch. Looking for it for the pin, but the double pin for Mary Washington, that could spell trouble.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of this from, honestly, both teams. I mean, I'd say a little bit more from Mary Washington. But sometimes it's just that opportunity is going to be really interesting as BMS is going to be up for it. Going to send this to Buster James. Gets a little bit of a pinch maybe, but it is going to be sent towards the ceiling as Solus is going to send it back towards Maverick Esports side. Draco trying to save this one. It's a bit wide, so he does end up, but he does end up missing. So luckily nothing too bad just yet. But it's going to be off the backboard as Maverick Esports trying to clear this away. Still a tie game. 35 seconds left on the clock. And Mary Washington trying to not let this game run away from him just yet. Ball's up in midfield. Draco's trying to clear this. Doesn't have the boost that he needs, but going to kind of clear it away. Buster sends it to BMS. He's going to be up for it again. Shadow Kami beats him out. Wow. It's going to be Mary trying to clear this away. Attack from Maverick Esports.
You see the triple defense, the double defense here for the side of Mary Washington. They don't want to give this goal up quite yet, but here comes the pressure. The triple commit as the OG Don sitting in the back end as he's gonna tap it back down. Overtime in game number 3. This could potentially be set point for Maverick Esports and staying alive for Mary Washington.
OG Don sends it into a good spot, but Draco's there to save and clear it away. But Shadow Kami's gonna keep the attack up. Oh, just barely BMS is able to clear it away. Very nice touch there. He gets a demo, actually. Could be going for the next one. Going to be off the backboard. Shadow Kami is there to clear it away. Draco is going to be sending it back, though. And back towards the center. Solus is the next one. Does actually going to miss. OG Don. No, OG Don missed his jump. He screwed up his jump. BMS is going to take that opportunity to say, thank you very much. We're going to take this game. And that's going to be it. And Maverick Esports take the series.
Take series 3-0 relatively handsomely, but the defenses were tied. You know, there's a saying, Boone, it was 3-0, but it was close.
True. Yeah, I mean, you really got to give credit where credit's due to Mary Washington. I mean, the score 3-0, it's hard to say. I mean, every game is going to be very different, and we had 2 games that went overtime.
Yeah.
And it just happened that Maverick Esports is going to be the one to confirm it out at the end, and you got to tip your hat to Mary Washington for that with a great performance. But that's going to be match 1 for today. I believe the Team Purple starts around 7:30.
Yeah, they play in about an hour.
So about an hour time, we will be back then. So yes, hang out for about an hour. We'll be back with some more Rocket League.
Go play some ranked. Go grind the ranked ladder a little bit. Come back in an hour. We'll be right back.